Everybody. My name is Albert Corey. I'm the income stream specialist, business strategy coach, and today we're going to talk about how Facebook Lives, Facebook Lives is part of my 5 steps, the 5 step simple system to grow your business. So if you're watching this, sharing is caring. As I'm doing this, I'm using part of my little Facebook techniques where we share, where we share out to places, and that's part of my regular coaching. One, two. So where we share out to groups, we don't spam groups, but we go to groups where we can show and educate, and that's part of our classes. But today we're going to talk about Facebook Live, how it's a simple and easy way that entrepreneurs can grow their business. Okay, this is part of our 5-step simple program. If you follow us on Facebook, on Albert Corey, or our business page, Corey and Associates, or you go to Albert C360 and go to our YouTube page, you can see all 4 steps so far. Actually, it's in step 4, the other 3 steps. So now on with the show. Let's get this going. All right. So now on with the show. This is a 5-step process. Go back over to here. Who am I? My name is Albert Corey. I'm a business growth strategist, income stream strategist. I have a best-selling book, The Perception System. I've made 7 figures consistently in my business. We've been in business for over 30 years. Worked with some of the greats of Grant Cardone, Bill Walsh, and Tony Robinson, just to name a few. Was on 7 stages last year on the Business Expo. I was scheduled to be on 10 more this year, but things happened and we're not on. So we're not on. But today I'm here, and I'm here showing you some of our 5 steps. We're showing our 5 steps. Like we said earlier, we're going to be talking about Facebook Lives today. That's our story. But first, let's give you a little review. If this is the first time watching, please, sharing is caring, because we want to spread this out and let other people see it. So let's at least give it a little review of our steps. Step 1 is an accountant. See, accountants are very, very important of a business. Number 1, how we can start to save money into your bottom line is, the first thing is, we know all the dates to file your tax returns. I've been doing accounting and small business coaching for over 3 decades. And I see a lot of clients overpaying the IRS, overpaying the states on taxes because they don't file on time. We know the dates, and we can make sure, that you're filing on time to save money. The second thing is that we know all the deductions, dude. I've done every kind of business in my world, as I make fun of, from lizard farmers to porn stars and everything in between. So we know all the deductions to make sure, that, we get everything you want. By the way, if anybody has any questions or comments, this is a live feed. This is your show. So if you want to leave a comment, please leave it below and we can get to you. So we know, and a third reason why you want to use an accountant, guys, is I want you to work on your business, I want you to work on your business, okay? I don't want you to be spending time doing your tax returns or even really doing bookkeeping. The logic behind this is what I always make fun of. If you have a heart attack, okay, you're going to call 911 or you're going to go to a cardiologist. Well, doing your accounting, if you got a small business, if you're doing accounting, do your own work, guys. Do your work, and don't do it yourself. I'll guarantee you we can save your money. In the first version, we showed you how to find one and what to do. The next module we talked about was business cards. Business cards are probably your most effective form of marketing. It's very low cost, very low cost marketing. It's still an easy way to attract clients. Easiest way to attract clients. And guess what? It can still be a lead magnet. Okay. It could still be a lead magnet. By the way, Sarah, if you want to come on, I'm on a Facebook Live now. If you're seeing this, I'll gladly figure out how to bring you on. All right. By the way, Sarah, if you want to come on, I'll send you an invite ticket. And you come on, just put me on Messenger and we'll get you on if you want. So business cards. And then I also tell the story how people always say business cards are relevant today. And I will tell you, my friends, okay, that's wrong, because I was at an event like last year, and a 19-year-old kid who sells $4,000 products tells me, "Oh, Albert, I don't need business cards. I deal with millennials." And I say to myself, okay, by the way, business cards have to be done in the right way, which we show you in our class. And she tells me, "Oh, I have millennials." And I asked him one question, and how much is your average ticket? And he tells me $3,000. I said to him, okay, so if you could pass out a business card and you can get somebody else to talk to you, would it be worth it to you? So that's why business cards are still important. Today we're going to talk about Facebook Lives. That's me doing the live with Les Brown and my good friend Manny Lopez. You see me a lot with Bill Walsh and the Power Team, everybody on Success. We're on a lot there. So, you get a chance, you connect, and we're going to talk about that as our next thing. Now, another one that people got to go do is events. Okay. Events are probably one of the most important parts of my program. I've made thousands and thousands of dollars on events. I learned some of my cool ninja strategy and tricks because I was going to locally, I was going about before Corona, I was going about probably three events a week. Now, even during Corona, I probably see online webinars and podcasts, anything online on Facebook Lives. I'm probably doing about 6 or 7 or 8 a week because a lot of people online. And this is how I met some amazing people. And I started collaborating with awesome people. But today's show is going to be purely dedicated on Facebook Lives. Okay. Facebook Lives, guys, let me tell you something about Facebook. It's very easy. Okay, sorry. With Facebook Lives, all right, let me tell you something. It's easy to connect with your clients. All right? Easy to connect, free to market your business online, and it's going to drive more referrals. Let's start with easy to connect with your clients. Guess what? You got your cell phone. You click the little button in the top. And guess what? You're going to start promoting your business. In my class that we show you, and if you need the coaching, that I'm getting results, okay, where you start connecting, you start educating your clients. Very easy. You start educating the clients. I never sell on Facebook Lives. I only educate. Now, as you start to educate, there's a bunch of cool tips that we start to talk about. So part of the little tips is how you connect with your clients or new people is I have a system in place, and I call it, you write down the 5 things, that you want to teach these people. You can't have it too complicated. You can't have it really too complicated. But you go every day, and guess what? You start talking about what you do. You start educating them. And then you start telling them. Sorry. And now you start to go to groups. You start going in. By the way, I didn't say spam. You start going into your groups that you like, and there again, you start educating them. See, part of Facebook Lives, and if you do Instagram, I'm not an Instagram fan because with Facebook Lives is I can pinpoint the people, my tribe, my avatar. I know who my avatar is when working with me. We show you, but you go in those groups, you never spam, and you always educate them. And when you're doing Facebook Lives, okay, you put at the end, if you have any questions or comments, like I'm going to tell you here, always put it below or hit the button above, right? You go on and do this all the time. Now, the beauty of it is you start doing it enough and you start doing this enough, you become the expert in the field. Now, obviously, as you become the expert in the field, you got to, respond if somebody puts a message, a few, probably about, I do about 35 minutes a day where I'm in a bunch of groups and I post on these groups and I comment. Another thing you can always do is comment in your groups. Okay, so you start to become the expert. Next thing you know, you're the expert. Now, you might not always get results today. I mean, I've learned after working with everybody I work with, it might take 7 to 10 touches. I can tell you cases this year where I made money on clients. I had new clients that they saw me in some of the groups. Oh, if anybody's liking this, you could always put, sharing is caring. You always give us some hearts and you give us some love. So you start educating. And then, so I had this one client who called me this year. I had this one client who she said that, she saw me posting and everything in the Grant Cardone 10X group. Well, I was did 10Xer and did Grant Cardone stuff for a long time. And I posted all the time in that group. But Grant didn't let us post anything for at least 2 years. So I haven't really put anything in. Sorry. But because I would go in and the next thing you know, she's calling me. Can you still help me with my tax returns? I said, sure, no problem. And I ended up doing 4 years and made money on the deal. Well, but I didn't get money today. I mean, I have all kinds of stories. We have all kinds of stories, and I probably still have a little bit of time to explain this a little bit. But the best part, guys, guess what? The word is free. If you're watching this now, it's being recorded in May. I think we're at May 29th. We're still in the middle of, the coronavirus. People are still at home. But guess what? It doesn't matter if you're home at night. You can go and start. My biggest thing when I'm on stages or when people have come on, and one way you can build your business is on, guess what? On Facebook Live and Instagram. You start educating people. Okay. You start educating people, all right, on what you do, and you got to learn to educate them right. You become the expert. I mean, that's the easiest way you can grow your business, and it's not going to cost you any money. I don't spend any money on Facebook ads no more because I'll be the first one to tell you. When I do Facebook ads, I'm not good at it. I always lose money. I've never done anything out of Facebook ads. Now, the next thing what starts to happen is you start to get more referrals. It's easy to get referrals. I can tell you my funniest and coolest referral I got out of this was I was on Facebook. I was on Facebook Live, and I was out there every day. And somebody from Melbourne, Australia, said, hey, can I speak to you and can I ask you a question about the U.S. markets? I said, sure. How to do U.S. taxes? I said, sure, no problem. So then after helping them, and we were on for 30 minutes. By the way, one thing I know about Facebook Lives, a couple of things is you got to like to talk to people. There's also another way that I'll show you. And if I still got time today, I keep saying too many that will show you how to drive traffic, and even if you don't like to talk. Anyways, I started helping them. But guess what? He then said, "Oh, by the way, can you help my neighbor?" Now, mind you, I live in Miami, and they live in Melbourne, Australia. So next thing you know, we're catching up on WhatsApp, and bam, they're my clients now for 3 years, all through WhatsApp. I'm sorry, all through Facebook Lives, and all the time because I'm doing this. I get a whole bunch of clients that always say, "Oh, can you do my brother? Can you do my friend?" Or I get referrals. Why? Because I'm out there every day. But always the trick is when you're doing your lives is here's how it always is. It's very simple. You start at my name is, you then say whatever you do, make sure it passes the Phoebe test. And what the Phoebe test is it's got to be so a fifth grader understands it. Okay, so once you get that down, you start, once you get the Phoebe test done, you figure out how to get it. Now it's got to be 9 words or less. So, like in my case, and always starts with we help small businesses increase their bottom line and get more referrals consistently for over 3 decades. But the word consistently, and you always end it with consistently. Part of what we're showing people is this is a system that you can get results. Okay, you'll get results. This system that I'm teaching you and showing you on any of these is what I've been using for over 30 years. But you got to go out and you got to start to teach. Now, another thing you got to know and understand when you do Facebook Lives is a couple of cool things is real quick is the power of free. You can't, when you start talking to these people in the beginning, when you're on Facebook Lives, you always say any questions or comments, you always leave it below or hit me up and you start talking to them. That same principle, okay, now they make me thousands of dollars on Facebook, but back in the day, I learned it when I was doing YouTube videos. YouTube videos, and it works the same way. I don't use it on YouTube anymore because they changed the analog and the logarithms, so it's harder to do. So if you have any questions or comments, like I said, sharing is caring. Okay, sharing is caring. One more thing is now the 5th one. I know we're talking about Facebook Lives. Oh, we did talk about events. I did talk about events. Usually, like I said, when I do these guys, it's free throw. So that's really it for the show today. If anybody has any questions and comments, like I said, always leave it below. We're also giving away a free book. You also get a copy of this blueprint, and soon this is going to be. Let's see if we get this. Let me get it back to me. Here you go. This is back to my office. When you text TaxMan to 26786, you're going to get this blueprint. The 5 easy steps to increase your revenue. And working on within the next couple of weeks, we'll have this in the audio and video format, which we're working on. You can always get a hold of us at all the time on our social media. You can see it there in the picture. You can go to www.albertc360.com. There you can see, you can just click in any one of those buttons and you can find our LinkedIn page, our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and a way to get a hold of us. And if you click there, you also get an extra gift where we'll give you a free consultation. Free consultation. Well, that's it for today. For this show is 5 watt. Oh my God, this is live. This is for 5 ways Facebook Live is going to increase your business. So that's it for today. Remember, sharing is caring. And if you have any questions, comment, leave it below, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.